Ourselves all set up here. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Yeesh. All right. Happy Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Wednesday. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. All right. All right. Good morning. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Wednesday. And we are just chilling like villains right now. Yes, sir. All right. Getting ourselves all set up and ready to go. All right. Good. Let's make sure everything's copacetic. Yes, it is. All right. Make sure everything's good here. Bop. Give us just a second here. Okay. Let's make sure that we are still live on air. Yes, we are. Good. All right. Alrighty. Okay. Good. All right. So we're just getting ourselves all set up here. Yeesh. All right. Okay. Let's see here. All right. All right. All right. There we go. Getting everything shared up here, ladies and gentlemen. And let's get a share party going on the stream. Let's get a share party going. All right. Let's get a share party going. All right. All right. There we go. All right. There we go, right there. Okay. Get that there. And that there. Okay. All right. There we go. Let's get everything shared up on the YouTubes. Yeesh. All right. Everything shared up on Twitter. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. Let's get this set up right here. All right. Let's get this. Okay. All right. And there we go. All right, let's get this intro started. What's up, guys? It's Double Nix, and welcome to another episode of Microcap Mornings. I am your host with the most. They call me DBL Nix in the house, aka the Ringmaker. And I am here with the lovely Serengeti specialist herself. She likes to hang around in the tall weeds, the high trees, the low seas, hitting them high knees. Sometimes she likes 2 cups of coffee. Other times she likes to jet ski. Other times she likes to regular ski. Shoot her out the cannon and she goes whee. Other times we like to bring her over to Arby's where she watches videos of puppies and kitties. And other times, we throw in the stock market. She finds them ABCD. She did call some stonks over here like SHFS, AQMS, and VEEE. We call her TBO Moms. Yeesh. All right. So we got that going on, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we got going on. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Good, good, good. And yeesh. We're ready. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, before we begin, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as well as ring that bell icon to stay notified when new videos are uploaded. And remember to share. Because sharing is caring, ladies and gentlemen. Sharing is caring. And, of course, if you want access to our private Discord, all right. All right. Then we also did a video today on our YouTube. What? Oh. Oh, okay. All right. So we did a video on AQMS. AQMS, we did a video on that one this morning, actually. AQMS. So we got that going on right there. AQMS ran up a nice 165%. 165%. 165. There we go, right there. All right. We did another. Well, actually, we didn't do a video on this one, but we did call this one for our private Discord. ZONE. Didn't do a video. I keep saying we did a video. No, we didn't do a video. ZONE ran up a nice 107%. Called that one for our private Discord as well. And it ran up a nice 107%. And then we got YAAS. YAAS. All right. YAAS, that one ran up a nice 119%. 119% right there. There you go. That's what we got going on there. Yeesh. All right. And then, of course, we got some other runners we called CYCN, which ran up a nice 61%. 61%, ladies and gentlemen. We called VEEE, which ran up a nice 58% right there. 58%. All right. Let me get that there. Bop right there. Okay. And of course, we called another stunk. We called XPON, XPON, XPON. And that ran up a nice 57%. 57%. There we go right there. 57. There we go. Woo! All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check all that stuff out. Check out our videos. And check out our video last night on SHFS and AQMS on YouTube at Coach Nick Money. At Coach Nick Money. You can check us out there. Yes, we do lots of videos on stonk reviews, live streaming, and all sorts of other cool stuff. So be sure to check that out, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. So, now, let's get ourselves all set up and ready to go. Here we are all set up. Let's get it started. Okay, so let's start off with SHFS. SHFS. All right. So SHFS currently below the VWAP right now. 9 EMA is currently straying away from the VWAP as of this moment. And it is leaning towards being a bit oversold. It was leaning towards being a bit oversold. It was overbought at one point around this area right here, but it did have a nice little uptrend going on over here. So let me get that set up right here. Bop, right there. Had a bunch of A, B, C, Ds. Just a bunch of A, B, C, Ds leading on the way up. All right. And then proceeded to have another one, which curled all the way up here. Another ABCD that went all the way up here until it finally just made a bit of a descending wedge over here. So it needs to break that descending wedge. It needs to break that VWAP for it to somewhat be schmexy to MYAAS. So SHFS needs to break and just massive gap. A gap just shot up there. Yeesh. Let me see. Let me see real quick. Let me see. All right. All right. All right.
SHFS VWAP test.
Oh, okay. SHFS VWAP test. All right. All right. All right. All right. Yeesh. All right. Let's see here. One second, ladies and gentlemen. Get that all set up here. All right, let's get to SHFS. SHFS VWAP test going on here. All right, SHFS now trying to test the VWAP, trying to curl off that descending wedge right there. Look at that. Take a look over there, ladies and gentlemen. VWAP test going on right at SHFS. Currently trying to curl its way on up. SHFS had a high of 269%. 269%. Let's get some support and resistance lines over here. Boom, right there. And bop right there. Get all that set up. Bop right there. All right. And it's currently got support at the 757 mark. And has resistance at 892. Has to break through 892 and then break through 946, which is the VWAP, for it to really be so much schmexy to MYAAS. Then has to break through 1027, 1193, and 1463 to really be schmexy to MYAAS. But it is trying to do a VWAP test right now. SHFS. All right, SHFS curling off the descending wedge and testing the VWAP. Yes. Let's get a share party going, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to 300. Let's get to 300, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to 300, ladies and gents. There. All right. Let's see. What else we got? What else we got? We got JZXN. JZXN. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. JZXN. All right. JZXN had a bit of a move. ABCD patterns all over the place over here. You got A to B, B to C, C to D. All right. Again, then you got another one over here. A lot of consolidated ones, though, so you got that going on. Has to really break through this pennant over here. It is above the VWAP, so I will give it that, but it was a bit overbought on the RSI, a little bit overbought on the RSI, and as far as it's concerned, it is above the VWAP, so it's got that going for it, and the VWAP is intersected with the 9 EMA, so you got that going on as well. 9 EMA is currently above it, so we'll see what happens there. But right now, JZXN has to break the pennant for it to really be, and hold above that VWAP for it to somewhat be schmexy to MYAAS. So JZXN needs to break the pennant. But it is currently above the VWAP, so we will give it that, ladies and gentlemen. We shall give it that right there. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 400 people. 400 people, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we got going on here. What we got? What we got? All right. Let's see here. YAAS. YAAS. All right. All right. That stonk was a bit overbought in the RSI earlier in the day, but now is not overbought or oversold in the RSI, but it is below the VWAP, so we will check it out right here. Let's give it a nice little A. All right. Little pennant going on over there. Needs to break that pennant for it to be so much schmexy to MYAAS. Has to also break this VWAP right here at the 13-cent mark. It is a sub penny. It is not a sub penny stock. It does look like it is a couple of pennies though. So it'd be like that. But Currently, this stock has to break through the pennant over here, this pennant right here, and then break above the VWAP for it to somewhat be schmexy to mya, right? Let me get some support and resistance lines over here. Some support and resistance lines. Bop right over here and bop right over there. Okay, so you got support at 12 cents, resistance at 13 cents, all right, which is also where the VWAP is. Then you got 14 cents, 15 cents, 16 cents, and 17 cents, all of which are resistance. It did have a bit of a double top all the way over here at the 16-cent mark, so it really has to break through there as well. So we'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see what happens. Yeesh. But right now, it looks like it's trying to curl above the pennant right there, so we shall check it out. We shall see what happens with this one. But YAAS curling above the pennant and testing the VWAP. It is testing that VWAP. It looks like it broke through it. So we'll see what goes on there, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see what goes on there. But right now, YAAS did have a high of 119%. DBL Moms, how high is it right now? 73? Okay. Yeah. All right. But it did have a nice high of 119%. So we shall see what happens. All right. We shall see what happens there. We shall see. We shall see. All right. There we go. So YAAS currently has to break through that 13-cent mark in terms of the VWAP and also in terms of the resistance. So it's got that going on right there. It did break it temporarily, but it has to keep going upward for it to be so much maxi to meow. Right now it's forming a double top. Not a double top. It's forming a top tail. We don't like the top tails, DBL Moms. We like the bottom tails. We like the bottom tails, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. All right. All right. All right. All right. So let's see what else we got here. What else we got? What else we got? All right. JZXN. JZXN. All right. Let's see what's going on with JZXN. All right. Let's get some support and resistance lines over here. Again, JZXN was a bit overbought in the RSI. So you had that going on right there. You had that going on. Let's see here. All right. Boom. Right over. Yeah. It's still got to break through that pennant. Still has to break through that pennant. Has support at the 250 mark. Needs to break to 275 and then 314 for it to somewhat be schmexy to meow. But it is still holding above the VWAP, so you still got that going on right there. You still got that going for you. But JZXN needs to break the pennant, ladies and gents. That's what it needs to do. It needs to break that pennant. JZXN. Yes, needs to break the pennant. Yes. All right. There we go. All right. Let's get a share party going. Let's get the 500 people. 500. Let's get the 500, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Yeah. Let's get a share party going. Let's get a share party going. All right. Yes. All right. All right. All right. Let's see here. All right. So let's see here. What we got going on? What we got? What we got? All right. So let's take a look over here. So it wants me to check QURE again. QURE. QURE. Currently, QURE had a high of 207%. And it looks like it's trying to curl and test its VWAP over there. But again, it is one of those stocks that kind of just like shot up at a random on low volume. I mean, the float is 54 million, volume is 3 million. It is curling off that descending wedge and testing the VWAP, but it is moving upward on low volume off the descending wedge over there. So QURE curling off. It came out with news. All right, so we will check out that news. It is curling off the descending wedge and testing VWAP. Yeesh. All right. So you got that going on right there. You got that going on right there. QURE notes that their shares are trading higher after the company announced it entered into a $175 million non-dilutive senior secured term loan facility with Hercules Capital. So that's what they got going on there. That's what they got going on there. So yeah, that's what they got going on. but I mean, it just randomly popped up and gapped all the way up here. So we shall see what happens. I don't trust it too much, but it did move up a nice 207%. So I'll give it that. But as far as I'm concerned, we'll see what happens. We shall see what happens with the stunk. All right, but it is trying to move its way on up there, so I'll give it that. All right, SOUN. Let's see what SOUN's got going on there. SOUN, very, very, very choppy. Very choppy, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of choppiness going on SOUN. Let's see here. Bop right there. All right. All right. Boom, right there. So we got support at the 1827 mark. Needs to break through 1831 and 1836 for it to be somewhat schmexy to Mya, but right now it is currently trying to stay above the VWAP. Has a top tail. We don't like the top tails, DBL moms. We like the bottom tails. Yes, we like the bottom tails. So, with that being said, there's support at 1811, 1818, 1823, and 1827. Right now, the support for this stunk is 1827. Needs to break through 1831, 1836, and 1843 for it to be so much schmexy to me. See how that rhymed? All right. So, that's what they got going on right there. Needs to break this pennant right over here. Hold on. Let me get the pennant right here. All right, bop. And bop right there. Needs to break that pennant for it to be so much maxi to Mya. Has to break that bottom, that top tail as well. Needs to break through the top tail. So we'll see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see what happens. But SOUN needs to break the pennant. Rather choppy stock. It's very choppy. Very choppy. So we'll see what happens there with that stunk right there. Bop right there. All right. Let's see what else we got. What else we got? OPEN. The stock has been pretty popular as of late, so we shall see what happens. Currently, OPEN is trading above the VWAP. 90 MA is kind of separating from the VWAP right there, so that's a meh. It's not far enough away, but you know what I mean? There you go. All right. But it does have a bit of a panic going on over here. Has a bit of a panic going on right over Mya. Bop right there. So that's what it's got going on. Needs to break that pennant for it to be so much maxi to Mya. All right, so let's see. OPEN trading above the VWAP right there. Needs to break the pennant. Yeesh. OPEN needs to break that pennant. Let's get a share party going. Over here. Share party. All right. Let's see what we got going on, ladies and gentlemen. What we got over here? Actually, let's get some support and resistance lines on OPEN. Bop right there. All right. So you got support at the 7. Oh, hold on. All the way back here. There we go. You got support at 705, 720, 732, 740, 748, and then of course 758, which it looks like it's falling below, but it has to hold above this pennant right over here for it to be so much maxi to Mya. Otherwise, you know how it is, ladies and gentlemen. But OPEN looks like it's trying to kind of collapse a bit more on the VWAP right there and stay true to the VWAP. It was a bit overbought in the RSI, so it is probably trying to compensate for that, but it needs to hold that VWAP, hold that pennant, and break through 758 and 775 for it to really be so much maxi to Mya. All right, so we got that going on right there. That's what we got going on. Mohammed says JZXN is trading at 270 in the pre-market. What happens when the market opens and what price is it likely to open? That's really unknown. It really depends on how the stock moves, ladies and gentlemen. It depends on volume. Things of that nature. Yes. I mean, we got some key levels right over here for JZXN so far. JZXN. Yes, it has support at 147, 183, 211, 231, and 250, ladies and gentlemen. Has to break through 275 and 314 for it to really be so much maxi to Mya. So we shall see what happens. But it has resistance at 275 and 314. Let's see. Does JZXN have news? Let me see. Can you find out if that has news for me? Let's see. JZXN.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeesh. All right, let's see what that news is. Let me see. Let me see what that news is right there. Hold on 1 second. Bop. All right. Juicy Holdings, which is the name of the company, shares are trading higher after the company's board approved and adopted a crypto asset investment policy. So you got that going on right there. That it's also China stock too. So the China stocks, yeah, China stocks tend to pop and they tend to drop.
Is
And
4 times the float. Float's
yep,
on the heavy side at 11 million, but it has 40 million in volume, so it does have attention.
yep, it does have retention. So it does have 11 million float. Volume is 40 million. So it does have some retention, but
Keeps having volume, it could be schmexy.
it could. All right. Let's see. Come on. I'm on now. Come on. Come on. You can do it.
It's back on.
All right. There we go. Like I said, let's get a share party going. Let's get to 1,000 people. 1,000. 1,000. All right. So we got JZXN there. All right. Let's see. All right. So let's see about SHFS. Let's go back to SHFS. Let's see what we got going on there. All right. Let me see here. All right. Boom. Right there. Make sure everything's all set up here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me make sure. Let me make sure. Cause the yeesh. All right. All right. There we go. All right. Okay. Good. All right. So let's see what we got going on here. What we got? All right. SHFS. Let's go check out SHFS. All right. That stunk is currently. Oh. All right. Muhammad says, we lost your chief. The live feed got disconnected. Let me make sure. All right. Looks like I'm back on. Let me double check over here. Yeah. Yep. All right. All right. I think we got it back on here. I think we got it back. All right. There we go. Yeah. I think we got it back. All right. So we got SHFS still kind of somewhat consolidated below the VWAP over here. So it did shoot upward a little bit. But yes, JZXN does have the potential to run. It is a China stock, so we'll see what happens. But in terms of volume, it does have volume. It has an 11 million float, which is a bit heavy, but it has a 41 million float as well, so that's pretty good in terms of float, in terms of volume, excuse me. So we got that going on right there. That's what we got going on. SHFS currently consolidated below the VWAP, still needs to break the consolidation for it to really be so much Mexi to Mia. But right now, SHFS needs to break that consolidation. SHFS consolidated below the VWAP. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 1,100 people. SHFS needs to break the consolidation below VWAP. Yes. All right. YAAS broke the VWAP. Oh, look at that. All right. YAAS. Schmexy. All right. YAAS broke the VWAP. There you go. Good eyes, Serengeti Specialist. Good eyes. All right. YAAS broke the VWAP. There we go. That's what we got going on there. It currently broke the VWAP. It is now testing a new high at 14 cents. Has to break through 14 cents, 15, 16, and 17 cents for it to really be schmexy to me. But right now, it looks like it's testing the new high. It's testing a resistance point at 14 cents. So we shall see what happens there. YAAS testing the resistance right there. All right. Testing the resistance, ladies and gentlemen. So we got that going on right there. That's what we got going on. Yay, testing right there. So, can it continue to curl? We shall see. But right now, it's moving on up. It's testing that resistance. We'll see what happens there, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see what happens. Let's get a share party going. Let's get 1,200 people. 1,200. Let's get to 1,200, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Let's see what else we got here. XPON, XPON, XPON. There we go. Also looks like it's trying to climb and break some VWAP right there. Did have a bit of a double top earlier in the day. Did have a bit of a double top right. Bop, right there. So we got that going on right there. That's what we got going on. Let's see about this right over MYA. Bop, right there. All right, needs to break this pennant right over there. Had to break that pennant. It did break the pennant and actually started curling its way on up. So can it continue to hold that uptrend? Needs to stay friends with the trend for it to really be so much mexy to me. Needs to break that VWAP. So XPON currently testing VWAP. Testing the VWAP. Can it be friends with the trend? Yeesh. We shall see. We shall see. All right. XPON currently doing his thing, though. Let's see what goes on with it. But while that's going on, let's take a look at AQMS. AQMS. Let's see what's going on there. AQMS kind of... Ooh, it's below the VWAP. Very far below the VWAP right now. AQMS did have a move upward a little bit, and then after that proceeded to go, falling below the VWAP right there. Was a bit overbought on the RSI as well, and now it is basically now leaning towards being oversold. So we'll see what goes on there. It has a bit of a pennant going on here. It needs to break this pennant for it to really be so much mexy to me. Has to break the VWAP more so than the pennant, so it's got to do that. So right now, AQMS is meh. We'll see what happens there. AQMS needs to break the VWAP for it to be so much mexy to me. Otherwise, it's just meh. And we'll see what goes on there. CLPT float for CLPT is 27 million, which is a little heavy. Volume is 2 million. So it's currently on a bit of an uptrend on low volume. So we got that going on right there. Bop, right there. Needs to remain friends with the trend. CLPT. All right. CLPT needs to remain friends with the trend. Moving on low volume. Yeesh. So you got that going on right there. That's what we got going on. All right. So let's see what else we got here. What else we got? Let's see here. We did CLPT. All right. Ooh, someone is asking for ZVRA. Let's see about ZVRA. Let's see how ZVRA is doing. Ooh, very choppy. Very, very choppy. All right. It has a bit of a pennant that we would need to break here, but very, very choppy, ladies and gentlemen. Very choppy. I can tell this is a low volume stunk. Needs some more volume for it to be so much mexy to me. But ZVRA currently meh. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. ZVRA needs to break the pennant and needs some volume. Volume, ladies and gentlemen, volume. There we go. Yeesh. Need some volume. All right. Need some volume. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 1,500. 1,500. Let's get to 1,500. DBO Moms, can you grab me a water, please? All right. Up. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's see what we got going on. All right, RCT came in. That stonk is 8 million in terms of float. Volume is 12 million. RCT. Let's see what they got going on. All right, right there. Was a bit choppy and a little bit had a couple of indecisive wicks at first. Thank you, DBL Moms. But right now, currently, it really needs to just break through. It had a big old top tail here, which is man. All right, big old top tail needs to break the VWAP. RCT needs to break that VWAP for it to be so much mexy to me, but more so, RCT needs to break the pennant and VWAP. Yep, needs to do that for it to be so much mexy to me. All right, let's get the share party going. Let's get to 1600. Let's get to 1600. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna grab some water real quick. I will be right back. All right, I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I am back. All right. So let's check on SOU. Actually, hold on. Yep. SOUN. Let's take a look at SOUN. SOUN still needs to break that pennant. Looks like it's trying to curl its way on up a little bit. Breaking through the VWAP. It is breaking through the VWAP there. SOUN. So it's got that going on right there. SOUN breaking the VWAP. Can it curl? Can it curl, ladies and gentlemen? We shall see what happens. We shall see what happens. All right, SOUN needs breaking the VWAP, but can it curl? Currently needs to break through this pennant as well for it to be so much mexy to me. Again, it's been very choppy, so we got that going on right there for SOUN. All right, so we shall keep an eye on that. Meantime, yes, keeping an eye. Keeping an eye. I got my eye on you. All right, yeah. Let's take a look at CLPT. CLPT seems to continue to be friends with the trend right there. Yeesh. All right. So, CLPT still friends with the trend, still moving on up a little bit, still moving upward. It's a little choppy, but it is still moving upward. So, I'll give it that right there. CLPT, again, moving on low volume, moving upwards on low volume. Yes, CLPT moving upwards on low volume. So, got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. All right. Let me actually get some support and resistance lines here for CLPT. CLPT, bop right there. And bop right there. Okay, so CLPT currently has support at the 1625 mark. Needs to break through 1752 for it to really be so much mexy to meow. But beyond that, it has support at 1212, 1327, 1418, 1482, 1546, and 1625. And has resistance at 1752. So you got that going on right there. That is what you got going on right there. All right. So, yesh, that's what we got going on. All right. So, AQMS. All right, AQMS. All right, there we go. There we go, right there. AQMS still very much so below the VWAP. Needs to really curl. Needs to break that pennant. Needs volume, really. AQMS needs volume. Needs volume to break the VWAP. But, man. AQMS not looking too schmexy. XPON. XPON. Let's see what XPON's doing. XPON. Let's see. Currently, XPON is still below the VWAP. A little bit of consolidation. Did move up a little bit, but again, has to break through this little itty bitty pennant right over here. Man. But handle breakout and is now currently above the VWAP. Had a nice little cup and handle breakout. You got the cup right over here, right? Bop, right over here. Boom, boom, and boom. Needs to break. Has a little handle to be right there, but had a cup and handle breakout above the VWAP, so it did do that right there. Actually, better yet, it did have it right over. Yeah. Yeesh. So, a little bit of a cup and handle breakout. It needs to hold above the VWAP for it to be so much Mexi to Mya. Has to make sure it doesn't fall into a double top right over Mya. So we shall see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. We shall see what happens with this stonk right here. Let's see. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure that we are still connected, ladies and gentlemen. Let me make sure. All right. Let's get a share party going, by the way. Let's get to 2,000. Let's get to 2,000. Let's see what we got going on here. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. All right. Let's see. Okay. All right. 1 sec, ladies and gentlemen. Let me just double check, make sure everything's all set up. All right. Yeah. Yeesh. So we shall see what goes on there. Hold on 1 sec. Let's just make sure we got everything here. All right. Looks like everything's all set up. All right. Good. 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 All right. So we shall see what goes on here. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 2,000. Let's get to 2,000, ladies and gentlemen. 2,000. Yes, 2,000. All right. So RCT currently needs to break the VWAP again. So we'll see what happens there. Let's see what else we got. What else we got going on here? All right. Let's see here. Let's see here. ZVRA. Let's see what's going on with ZVRA. All right. Still, it broke through the VWAP. ZVRA did break through the VWAP. People have been requesting that one, so it is a bit popular. So ZVRA currently broke the VWAP. So I will give it props there. ZVRA broke the VWAP and needs to break the pennant. Up. Looks like it broke below the pennant. It went up. It was doing so well, and then, yep, Kaputski. All right. SHFS. SHFS. Let's see. SHFS. All right. SHFS currently curling towards that VWAP right there. All right. SHFS. There we go. Yes, sir. SHFS currently curling towards the VWAP right now. SHFS. Yep. Curling towards the VWAP. Yesh. Currently curling towards that VWAP. Yesh. All right. Yesh. All right. All right. All right, let's get a share party going. Let's get to 2,100. Let's get to 2,100, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to 2,100 people. Yeesh. All right, let's get it. Let's get it. SHFS has a bit of a top tail. We don't like the top tails. DBL moms, we like the bottom tails. All right, so we shall see what happens with this stomp. Currently, it's up 180%. SHFS had a high of 269. Did a video on it last night prior to its 269% move. So you got that going on right there. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 2,200. 2,200. All right. Let's see what else we got here. What else we got? All right, QURE. Let's take a look at that again. At sus stock. Sus. Still got a low volume. Just needs to break through it, ladies and gentlemen. Needs to break through it for it to be so much spexy. Tumya. Yes. All right. So, what else we got here? Let's see. CYCN. Let's see what CYCN is doing. CYCN has a 10 million volume and 3 million float. So let's see what's going on there. All right, CYCN below the VWAP currently below the VWAP. Had a bit of a double top going on right over Mya, bop, and bop right there. But again, had its pennant right there.
SHFS VWAP test.
All right. Okay. CYCN currently below the VWAP. Below the VWAP. Up, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure the stream is still going. Let me see. Double check. Let me make sure. All right. Come on now, stream. Come on. There we go. All right. Let's see. All right. There we go. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 2300, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Ashley says hi. How are you? Hi, how are you? All right. So CYCN currently below the VWAP needs to break the descending wedge. So CYCN needs to break the descending wedge. Yes. And needs to break the VWAP as well. So we shall see what goes on there. Now, I think Coach mentioned SHFS. SHFS. Oh, it did break the VWAP a little bit. SHFS broke the VWAP. Yes, needs to, but it's continuing to test it really. But it did break that VWAP. So what it is doing that, it did break the VWAP. There we go. It broke the VWAP. Needs to continue to break. Needs to continue to break it. Break it more, because it just poked your head. You poked your head above it, but you're not there yet. All right, let's see what we got going on there. Poking. Pokemon. There you go. Yeesh. Currently, though, we got that going on right there. It needs to break that VWAP for it to be so much maxi to me. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 2400. 2400. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. JZXN. All right. JZXN currently needs to break that pennant right there. JZXN still needs to break the pennant right there and break the VWAP. But for now, needs to break that pennant. So we shall see what goes on here. Bop right there. JZXN needs to break the pennant. Yeesh. So we got that going on right there. That's what we got going on. Needs to break the pennant. Curl. Yeesh. So let's see what else we got. What else we got over here? Let's see. All right. XPON. Let's see what XPON's doing. XPON. All right. Let's see what XPON's doing. XPON seems to be trying to curl off the pennant a little bit. Seems to be trying to curl off that pennant. Maybe could potentially test the VWAP, but right now it's just curling off the pennant. We shall see what goes on, though. XPON trying to curl off the pennant right there. Curling off the pennant. Yay, XPON. There we go. So, we'll see what happens there. We shall see what happens. All right, XPON doing... Ooh. SHFS.
Pulling away.
Let's see. Oh, my. Yes, it is pulling away. It's... Yes, can it remain friends with the trend? Yes, sir. Broke the VWAP. Yes, SHFS is friends with the trend. Broke the VWAP. Yes. All right. So you got that going on right there. Ooh, let's make sure that has to break through this little line over here. Has to break through 947. Has to break through that. Come on now. Come on now. Come on. There we go. There we go. There we are.
194, getting up there. Nice.
Yeesh.
Video on that
All
one
right.
yesterday, didn't y'all?
SHFS, yes, did a video on that one
aged
yesterday.
well.
That aged well.
Yep,
No
yep,
5%
yep.
Yeesh.
turtle's hair.
Mm-hmm.
No, sir.
Yeesh. All right. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen. We back. All right, so currently SHFS on the uptrend, ladies and gentlemen, on the uptrend, liking what I'm seeing right now. Currently broke that VWAP. Needs to continue to curl, but right now it's doing a wonderful job doing its thing right there. Let's see what's going on. SHFS, all right, needs to remain friends with the trends. Yeesh. So we got that going on. It is trying to curl its way on up a little bit. So we shall see. We shall see. All right.
Yes, sir.
Let's see here. What else we got? YAAS. What's going on with YAAS? Let's see.
Yes.
Yes. All right. YAAS did have that double top at the VWAP.
Yep.
Had a double top at the VWAP.
Yes.
Yeah. So YAAS had a double top at the VWAP going on over there. It needs to break that double top for it to be so much mexy to MYA. It is currently trying to test that VWAP, so we shall see what happens. YAAS needs to break that VWAP. Has a VWAP test going on there. All right. So ATCH just came in. ATCH has a 15 million float. Volume is 34 million. 34 million. Yeesh. We shall see what goes on there. ATCH 34 million volume. Float is 15 million, so we got that going on right there. That's what we got going on.
It's jumping real.
Yeesh.
Up there.
Let's see. Let's see. Currently, it's still friends with the trend, so let's see what goes on. But it does have a double top right over MYA. Right. And up, still spiking its way on up though. ATCH moving up. ATCH moving its way on up.
Yes, sir.
All right, ATCH on the uptrend. On the uptrend, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 2,700. 2,700. Let's get to 2,700, ladies and gentlemen. Yeesh. All right. ATCH. Let's get to 2,800. Excuse me. 2,800. My mistake, ladies and gentlemen. Yeesh. 2,800. Let's get to 2,800, ladies and gentlemen. Yeesh. All right. So currently, ATCH is moving its way on up. There we go. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. So, ATCH currently doing its thing on the uptrend. Needs to remain friends with the trend. Yeesh. For it to be so much maxi to MYA. But right now it is moving up nicely. ATCH now 30%. 30% still moving. Currently climbing. Currently just climbing its way on up. Climb, baby, climb. Yes, sir. ATCH. Climb, baby, climb. All right.
It's moving.
What? Oh, my.
540, 553.
All right. Let's get some support and resistance lines on this thing. Let's get some support and resistance lines. Bop right here. And bop right there. All right. Needs to break the 55-cent mark. Needs to break that. Currently, though, looks like it's got a bit of a issue. Is a little bit overbought in that RSI. It's pulling back a little bit.
Looks like it might reset though. Come on now.
Can it potentially reset? We shall see. We shall see.
Show some love.
Yeesh. Can it break through? We shall see. All right. Come on now. All right. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 2,900. 2,900. All right. Let's see what else we got. What else we got here? All right. So while we're waiting for ATCH, let's take a look at AQMS. AQMS. Man. Not feeling that one. Not feeling AQMS. Still needs to break that pennant. Ish. AQMS consolidated. Yeesh. All right. So, we'll see what happens with AQMS. Let's see what's going on with. Hold on. Oh my. All right. Someone asked about QURE. QURE. Let's see. All right. QURE. Looks like it broke the VWAP. It did break that VWAP. So, yeah, look at that. I mean, it did break the VWAP over there, but QURE still has a ways to go, but it did break through the VWAP, so I will give it that right there. QURE broke the VWAP. So, it did do that right there. Good for them. Good for them. All right, let's see what else we got. What else we got? ZVRA. ZVRA.
ATCH
All right.
trying to move. ABCD. ABCD. Let's go, baby.
All right. ZVRA needs to curl. Yeesh.
ATCH trying to do an ABCD.
Yeesh. Let's see. ATCH then. ATCH. Let's see what's going on with ATCH.
Trying for an ABCD. Let's go.
Ooh. All right.
Volume. Come on.
Come on now. Come on now.
Squeeze it.
That's a bit of a double top going on over here. So,
squeeze a.
yeesh. ATCH needs to curl. Needs to curl a little bit.
ABCD. Come on. Come on, ABCD.
Yeesh. All right.
Volume.
Yeesh. 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 All right. All right. ATCH. Can it curl? Has a bit of a double top going on as well. Has a bit of a double top going on at the 55-cent mark over there. It needs to break that 55-cent mark. And it is currently testing the support line over there, which is not a good sign. Nah. Man. All right.
That's unfortunate.
Yes, unfortunate. Very unfortunate. All right, let's see. QURE did that one already. Let's take a look back at YAAS. YAAS, there we go. Right there. Currently, YAAS needs to break the pennant right there. Needs some volumation. Needs some volume. Needs some volume to break that VWAP. Needs some volume to break the VWAP. YAAS. Yeesh. 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 Right there. All right. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 3,100. 3,100. Let's get there. Let's get there, ladies and gentlemen. Yeesh. All right. All right. Let's see here. Alrighty. TNFA seems to be moving. Has 2 million float, 2 million volume. So let's see what TNFA is up to. TNFA. All right. A little bit of a price spikeage. A little price spikeage right there. TNFA.
A, B, C, D again on ATCH.
Oh, okay.
Trying again.
All right.
Round 2.
Yeesh.
Come home. Squeezy, squeezy.
Yeesh. Nice and
Nice
easy.
and easy. Come on, squeezy, squeezy.
Let me see. Which one is it?
Can we get a squeezy?
Is
Can
it
we have
ATC?
some orange juice? With no
ATCH?
pits in my juice?
Let's see.
I don't like pits in my juice. Juice. Come on, squeezy.
ATCH trying to curl. We shall see.
Come on, squeeze it. Squeeze it.
TNFA is a
Volume. Come on, volume. Come on, volume.
All right.
Are you gonna do it? Are you gonna do it?
All right. Let's see here.
Come on.
ATCH.
Come on. Let's go.
ATCH. Can it curl?
Curl.
Come on now.
Volume.
Yeesh. Can
Volume.
it curl? Let us see. Let us see. All right.
It's
Yeah.
trying.
Yeesh.
It's trying to make some noise.
It is.
It's trying to make some noise.
ATCH trying to make some noise. Let's take a look at TNFA. TNFA. How's TNFA holding up? It is still on the uptrend. TNFA on the uptrend. Flying its way on up right now. How high is it?
70%.
TNFA. 73%. TNFA. 73%.
Yep.
All right. TNFA. Still friends with the trend.
Yes.
Yeesh. All right. All right. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 3,300. 3,300. Come on now. Yeesh. Let's get to 3,300, ladies and gentlemen. Yeesh. All right.
Yes.
All right. TNFA currently on the uptrend here. Let's see what's going on. Yeesh. All right. Still moving its way on up there. All right. Yeesh. All right, TNFA.
Yeah, hey.
Moving its way on up there. Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right. Yeesh. It is forming a top tail, though. We don't like the top tails. We like the bottom tails.
Yes, of course.
All right. So let's see what else is going on here. Let's see what else is going on while TNFA tries to recover itself a little bit. Let's see what we got. What else we got over here? RCT. Actually, yeah, RCT. Let's see what RCT is doing. All right, RCT needs to hold above the VWAP. Needs to hold above that VWAP, ladies and gentlemen. RCT needs to hold above VWAP. Yeesh. That's what it needs to do. It needs to do that, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it do. All right. Looks like we got 2 minutes to the bell. 2 minutes to the bell. The bell. Let's get the share party going. Let's get a share party going. Let's get the 3,500. 3,500. Come on now. Let's get to 3,500, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. And be sure to check out our 4-day trial for our real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99. Link to join us in the description down below, so be sure to check that out, as well as the pinned comment section. Again, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check it out. So we pick a lot of baggers a lot of times. Just made different, and the early bird gets the cash. Yes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's what we got going on there. So yeah, get that 4-day trial for the real-time alerts and scanners for only $9.99. Because we got all sorts of tools, but better yet, we use these tools to call our 269% runner SHFS, which we did a video on our YouTube last night. So be sure to check that out and like, how to subscribe there, right? AQMS, same deal. Called that stunk on our private Discord. Then after that, made a video for it today. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, yes. So that's what we got going on there. All right. So
Morning bell.
It's getting there.
Here we go. It's the morning.
All right.
Changing.
QURE. What's going on with QURE? Up, broke the VWAP.
ACCH breaking out, baby.
Oh my.
It's a breakout.
Oh boy.
It's a breakout.
Yeesh. All right. Yeesh. All right. Let's see here. ATCH. ATCH. Let's see what's going on. All right.
Breaking from a pivot here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Yeesh.
That's lovely.
So ATCH currently still friends with the trend there. Needs to break above the 55-cent mark over there. Yeesh. Yeesh. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. All right. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 3,600. 3,600. Come on now. Yes, 3,600. Let's see. All right. ATCH currently moving its way on up slowly towards the resistance. Broke the resistance just now. ATCH broke the resistance. How high is ATCH?
ATCH is now up 38%.
38%. All right. ATCH, new high. New high going on over here. Little new high.
So it's 39%.
All right. Yeesh.
All right.
ATCH. New high of day. Yeesh. So we got that going on there. Boom, right there. Yeesh. All right. Ooh, breaking to a new high right now. ATCH, take a look. Look at her go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Right there. ATCH. Oh my. It's still breaking through. Still breaking them limits. Still breaking them limits. Look at that.
Wow. That's a 46%.
All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. There we go. All right. Let's see here. ATCH shot up like a rocket.
Still going.
So, wow. Oh my. All right. Rob G says TNFA. All right. We shall get to TNFA. As soon as we keep an eye on ATCH over here, we will get to TNFA. So ATCH looks like it's forming a top tail. We don't like the top tails, DBL moms. We like the bottom tails. But ATCH did shoot up nicely. So you got that going on right there. ATCH shot up even more. Yeesh. Let's get the 4,000. Let's get the 4,000.
Share it up, folks.
Let's share it up. Share it up. Let's get to 3,700. Let's get to 4,000.
Show in town.
Oh yeah. All right. Yeesh. All right. So Rob G asked for TNFA. TNFA. All right. TNFA still friends with the trend, ladies and gentlemen. Still friends with the trend. Yeesh.
Yes, it's still going on.
All right.
Lovely.
Yeah. All right. So, TNFA still friends with that trend, still on the uptrend going on up here. So breaking new highs, doing its thing right there. TNFA. All right. TNFA. Still climbing, baby. Still climbing. Yeesh. Yeesh. All right. Let's get that shared up. Bop, right there. Let's get the 3,700, folks. Let's get a share party going. Let's get the 3,700. Come on now. 3,700. Yeesh. All right. All right. Yeesh. So currently TNFA is still climbing its way on up. Still climbing. It looks like it halted a little bit. I don't know if it entirely halted, but I don't see it moving. I do not see it moving. Let's get some support and resistance lines right on it. Let's get support and resistance lines. Bop, right over here. Boom. All right. Has support at the 533 mark. Needs to break through 643 for it to be so much maxi to mya. So, yes. All right. Let's see here. What else we got here? What else we got?
ABCD on ATCH.
ATCH.
Testing the high
Ooh,
of
okay.
day.
ATCH, testing high of day. All right. All right, all right, all right. ATCH once again testing the high of day. Yeesh. ATCH testing the high of day. Yeesh. All right, so ATCH got that going on right there. That is what we got going on. Let's get a share party going. Let's get the 3,900. 3,900. Come on now. Yeesh. Yeesh. All right. So you got that going on there. That's what we got going on. All right. So ATCH, yeah, needs to remain friends with the trend. We shall see what happens with it. But let's take a look at another stonk. Let's take a look at another stonk. Let's take a look at ZVRA. ZVRA. Let's see what's going on with it. ZVRA. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. So, yeesh. Give me 1 second. 1 second. There we go. Bop. Right there. Yes. All right. There we go. So, we got that going on right there. Let's see what else we got here. What else we got? ZVRA. Crashed and burned right there. ZVRA. Needs to break that down trend. ZVRA. All right. ZVRA needs to break the down trend. Yes, it does. It do. All right, let's take a look at something else here. RCT. Let's see here. All right. RCT did temporarily, it did break above the VWAP. It did break above the VWAP, so it's got that going on for it. All right. Had a bit of a double top and also had a bit of a double bottom over here, so it's got both of those things right there.
It's trying to go back up again now.
Yeah, RCT seems to be trying to curling. Hello, Parabolic. Yes. All right. RCT curling above the VWAP. Yes. RCT curling above VWAP. So it's got that going on right there. All right. Ooh, CLPT. Let's see what CLPT is doing. CLPT. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 4,000, ladies and gentlemen. CLPT seems to be climbing. Oh, yes. New high of day. CLPT, how high is it? 47%. All right. CLPT broke the high and climbing. Yeesh. It broke it. Broke it. Yes, sir. And right. Alrighty. Give me just a second, ladies and gentlemen. 1 second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back, ladies and gents. Woo! All right. So, we got that going on right there. Let's get a share party going. Let's share it up. All right. Let's see what's going on with QURE. All right, still moving up. It is up 194%. Currently still kind of consolidating above the VWAP. So QURE is doing that right there. QURE consolidating above the VWAPA. Or VWAPA. Yes. All right. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 4,100. 4,100. QURE consolidating above the VWAP right there. Let's see what goes on. Let's see what else we got. What else we got? All right. SHFS. SHFS. Still got a double top. Has to break that VWAP still. Has to break that VWAP still right there. Has to break that VWAP still. We shall see what happens. Oh, CLPT. All right. All right. Let's see what we got going on there. SHFS needs to break the VWAP. All right. All right. What was the next one? That would be CLPT. 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 Let's see what we got going on. Oh my. Broke through. Broke through the high. CLPT broke through the high. There we go. There we go. Still friends with the trend right there on CLPT. How high is it, DBO Moms? CLPT? About 49%.
Yeah.
Yeesh. CLPT. CLPT. Currently on the uptrend. Actually, currently broke the high.
Yes.
Broke the high. And still climbing, baby. Climbing. Yeesh. All right. CLPT currently on the uptrend and climbing. All right. So we got that going on right there. That's what we got going on there. Let's get a share party going. Let's get a share party going. Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So that's what we got going on. That is what we got going on right there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Let me see here. All right. Yes. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me see here. Bop right there. All right. So
65 cents on ATCH up 50%.
ATCH. Ooh, ATCH. ATCH still oh my, broke through the high again. Once again broke through the high. ATCH, how high is it right now? 53%? 59%. Okay, ATCH. ATCH broke the high and is climbing. Yeesh.
And it's still moving.
Yeesh, still moving. Still moving,
And
still
so
grooving.
CLPT.
CLPT.
Post-testing highs today.
Yeesh. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right. ATCH
Yes,
testing the high day again. ATCH. Yeesh. Testing the high of day. Yeesh. All right. Yeesh. All right. There we go. Let's get a share party going. Let's get to 4,300. 4,300. Come on now. All right. RIOX came in. RIOX. What's going on with RIOX? Let's see what's going on. Okay, that's on the uptrend. RIOX on the uptrend. Needs some volume. Moving up on low volume, ladies and gentlemen. Moving up on some low volume. So RIOX. Moving up on low volume. Yeesh. That's what we got going on there. That is what we got going on right there. All right. Let's see what we got going on there. Okay. All right. So, what's going on here? What's going on?
ATCH trying to do another ABCD.
Ooh, another one.
Does it fake us out or does it break us out?
Ooh, let's see. ATCH trying to do another ABCD. Yeesh. So we got that going on right there. That is what we got going on right there. Yes, sir. All right.
57% for ACCH.
Yeesh. 57% for ATCH. So let's see what goes on. Can it break that high? We shall see. What else you got? Here? All right. How's Riox doing? Still moving up on that low volume. Oh my, expansive. little expansive. Oh my. Oh my.
Money.
A lot of money. Yes. Still climbing though, so. Yes, still on the climb. Yes, climb, right there, climb. Yes, right there, yes. Okay. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's see. All right. Let's see. RIOX, RIOX. Let's see here. What about... What are the stonks we got over here? What are the stonks we got? All right, let's see. All right. QURE seems to be curling again. Hit 210. 210. What was the high on QURE? 207? Yeah, it broke through it. Okay, QURE. Broke through the high. Now up 210%. 210%. There we go. Right there.
Another expensive.
Very expensive. Very expensive, though. It's expensive. Expensive. You know what I mean? It's expensive.
ATCH.
Yeesh. Yeesh. All right. There we go. Yeesh. All right. All right. QRE. New high. Up 210%. There we go. ATCH. Let's take a look.
Got a new high.
ATCH. There we go.
New high.
Oh, my.
69%.
Nice. Oh.
Watch the chunkleta.
Yeesh.
Chunkleta price.
Yeesh. Still moving.
Go,
ATCH new high up 69%.
It's pushing.
Yeesh.
61%.
Yeesh.
Let's go.
Yeesh.
It's pumping.
Yeesh. There we go.
Wow.
Wow. All right. There we go. Z Sevier says BULL. All right, let's check out BULL. Bull. Let's see what we got going on. All right, bull. Little bit choppy going on here. Little bit of choppiness. Not overbought or oversold in the RSI. Let's see what we got in terms of float and volume. So give me the float and volume for BULL, please. Bravo Uniform Lima Lima.